Alright, sorry about that.
Now, there's another show we could do for movie night. Indiana Jones.
Huh.
Temple of Doom.
Well, actually, any of them would be good. Although, personally, I love Crusaders.
You mean Raiders of the Lost
We are
Ark?
live now.
Raiders, dang it. Yes, Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Oh, because the third movie is called The Last Crusade, so...
Yeah.
Hello, Internet.
Hello, people behind the computer.
Oh, hello everybody. This is Josh Scorcher, and today we're gonna be doing some. We're gonna be doing some Patreon D&D. If I'm sounding a little weird, it's because I have been on and off in terms of sickness lately. First it was the common cold, then it was and now it might be a stomach ulcer.
Ugh.
So yeah, thankfully things have subsided for now. So yeah, this morning I was not okay. But so hopefully today we are going to be able to we can actually have some fun, because I am tired of just sitting on the couch and doing nothing.
We will try to refrain from making you laugh.
Yeah. Oh boy. But with this group, no.
Yeah, that's gonna be impossible.
Yeah, a keyword try.
Yeah. So yeah, things a bit. Yeah. Yeah, my physical health has been physically. Duh. So, but hopefully we can have a good time. Hopefully we can have a good time today. So.
Yeah.
And it's hot. I'm sick. Can I just have a break already? Anywho, so hopefully we're gonna. It's like I feel like either I'm going to die or one of you will, because we have something.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're continuing through the Golari Megadungeon today.
So many dumb ways to die.
Yep.
Yep, and you said Golari Megadungeon. I have expectations now.
Ugh, excuse me. Ugh.
Don't worry, I already have my next 3 characters lined up if I die.
Don't give him too many ideas. He might target you just for the fun of it, then.
Yeah.
I borrow one of those.
Sure. Do you want the murder hobo or the murder hobo or the murder hobo?
All right. So let's see if I can get things. Where's all the stuff? So yeah.
Also, I just want to say something quick. I noticed that people watch this after it turns into a VOD. Anyone that does, could you leave a comment in below? Even just an emoji.
Yeah. Ugh.
I just want to see an experiment, to see what happens.
All right. So. All right. So I believe when we last left off, our party had just finished a short rest after getting ambushed by, well, not really getting ambushed, more like an encounter with
We're the ones who would be ambushing.
Yeah. But then yeah, well, I guess I was technically right. There was an ambush with some necromancers.
Just in the other direction.
After dealing with some sort of trap doors, the party decided to take a short rest. And where did I put those? it appears that your short rest has gone uninterrupted. Lucky.
Small blessings.
Lucky.
All right. So, what do you do?
So, we've disabled the trap on the red door. Do we want to try to disable the trap on the blue door, or do we just want to go straight through the red door?
I think we should take a look what's past the red door first before we do anything with the blue door.
Fair enough.
In that case, do we want to send Butch on ahead about 120, 150 feet just to scout ahead? Or would it be safer to send Stitches?
Probably Stitches. He's already dead.
Yes, but there is a chance he could get exorcised if there were a death priest down the hall.
True.
I think Butch would be our safest bet. He's easily repairable, and he's immune to most of the traps here.
Just the poison ones.
Plus, if there's anything we should worry about down the hall, I think some clinking metal should be enough of an alarm.
Butch, powered by the Energizer Bunny, just keeps going and going and going.
Making metal? Oh wait, does he make sound when he flies? I don't know.
I mean, it's just like a thruster thing.
Well,
Let's look at the flavor text for that.
either way, it's up to you, Jix.
Alright. Let's send Butch cautiously down the red door hallway.
Cautiously down the red door. Stanley entered the red door. Oh, please tell me people got that reference.
Yeah.
I got it.
Yes.
I don't think there's anybody that didn't.
Yep.
All right. So, with a little bit of a click clack and with a little bit of hum, it's Butch kind of disappears past the red door, and you hear his like little pitter patter metallic footprints continue for about 10 to 20 seconds, and then there's a little bit of silence. Then you hear the pitter patter as the steps become louder, and Butch is looking at you, and Jix, and he's kind of pawing at you, and it appears that as if he's communicating to you to follow him.
I trust my metal doggo. Let's go. I'm gonna follow him. My metal dragon doggo.
All right. Is anybody gonna follow him?
Yep.
I will go as well.
Follow the doggo.
All right. So people are following the doggo. So
Yep.
there is a little bit of a winding path. It's just kind of. It is a little labyrinthian. It is a little labyrinthian down here because of some parts of the Undercity collapse. Sometimes the Izzet just got a little too into their over design. And you don't have to walk very long before you find what appears to have caught Butch's attention. Everybody who went with Butch, roll perception.
What is my perception today? Nope.
Nope.
Okay, let me do this.
Wow.
Perception at normal.
Ooh.
I see nothing.
It's too dark for ya.
Oh.
So, let's see.
Yeah, and I got lags for some reason. Hold on.
Hicks
All right.
accidentally kicks Butch.
Yeah. So, So you're all looking around, and you don't really see much. You don't really see much that seems out of the ordinary. But Selena, you smell something out of the ordinary, and you've been
too.
yeah, and you've been in around. Yeah, both Gregor and Selena notice this. You've been around enough Rakdos people to know what sulfur smells like.
On your guard. You're gonna get a bit of a boom.
All right.
Explain.
Don't know yet.
Is
Just tread lightly.
there an explosive rig somewhere?
You don't. It's like you don't see whatever's making the smell. You just smell the smell.
I'm gonna hang back and just make sure everyone else is not going forward.
I'm gonna cast Detect Magic.
All right. Let's see. Where's the... Sorry, that's going to be happening a lot through the stream. Just bear with me. Oh,
No worries.
I'm coughing like I'm smelling the sulfur. All right, so you cast Detect Magic, and there's not whatever's making the sulfurous smell. It is not magical, at least as far as you can tell from your spell.
No elemental creatures or any rigged explosive rooms. Still, we should tread lightly.
Are there any burn marks on the floor, ceiling, walls that we can see?
No, there are not.
Ooh. Well, we're not going to get into anywhere just standing here. Do we want to continue forward or head back?
We've already come this far.
Yep. I'm fine with moving forward.
Yep.
Let's continue then.
All right. Continuing on. So continuing on, it's a little bit of a winding path, and yeah, it is very labyrinthian down here. It's a there aren't any turns, but there's a lot of there aren't any branching paths, but there are a lot of turns. So you quickly realize that if you ran, if something was chasing you, you'd be very much in danger of tripping or running into a wall.
Oh, yippee.
And considering that you can smell sulfur and you don't know what's causing it, it does not set your fears. It does not assuage your fears at the moment. Eventually, you come across a stone door.
Any special features to the door?
It appears to be. It appears to be wooden.
a stone door that's wooden, really.
It appears to have the archway is stone and the door itself is wooden.
Okay.
All right.
Smell of sulfur grows stronger the closer to the door we got.
Yes.
Oh boy.
How thick is the door? Like, can we listen through it?
Whoever wants to, one person may roll perception to try and listen through the door.
I'll do it.
Selena will do it.
All right.
Oh,
Alright, here goes nothing.
17.
Lucky you're trained in that. So, you
And expertise.
yeah, and expertise. You don't hear anything coming from the other side. It is very, very quiet on the other side.
You want me to crack the door open, guys?
No. Now, this time I say we should send Stitches just to peek over, see if he sees anything.
Is there a keyhole or anything? You can see the other side of the door?
There is a keyhole, but the door doesn't appear to be locked.
Can you see through the keyhole into the room beyond?
Yes. You'd have to. Selena, you can roll another perception check, but this one has to be at disadvantage because it is a very tiny hole.
No. I was going to lift through the hole, make Maverick disappear from here, and make him reappear in the other room, and then use Maverick as my eyes.
You're.
We can just send Stitches over, right?
Or you can send
Very
Stitches
few
if you
spell
want.
slots.
Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't using any spell slots. It's the ability of Find Familiar.
Well, of itself, there is something on the other side. I think a metal bird will be far easier to spot than a transparent ghost.
You're right.
Well, okay, well, first let's do the perception with disadvantage. Not liking my chances, but... Yeah.
Yeah, not bad.
Man, even with a 4, you still got above a 10. So, excuse me, man, this is gonna make this hard. So you're looking through the keyhole, and the room has a few features. It is covered from ceiling to floor in fungus.
I think we found a fungus farm.
Is that the source of the sulfur?
You don't know that.
Hey, Sonata? Do fungus farms smell like sulfur?
Roll nature with roll nature with advantage.
Ooh.
Nice.
So, do they?
Not really. What mold or fungus smells like? Usually smells like rotten eggs and ammonia.
Maybe they use it as a fertilizer.
I don't like this.
Yeah. This?
As much as I want to... I don't like the possibility. Out of character, I don't like the possibility of burning that fungus, but I don't know if Selena would do that. I'm like, I'm like.
Let me send Stitches.
Yeah, that would not.
Let me send
would not
Stitches
be-
before we decide anything. Stitches, you know what to do.
All right. So Stitches tries to phase through the door, but he's blocked.
Is my detect magic still
Yes.
in effect?
Yes. You do detect that the yes, and you do detect that the door, it appears to have some sort of abjuration magic on it.
Oh, did I not notice that?
Oh!
And Stitches just kind of tilts his head a little bit at the door. Then he just kind of phases into the wall around it.
It's like cool but stupid.
Just like,
Yeah,
it's like, all right, yeah, you kind of getting the energy from Stitches. Is like, all right, beat trick, you can just go around it, I suppose.
Oh, he saved me the. I didn't. So I don't have to waste using it to spell magic on the door.
Oh, I just saw something. Is the door 5 feet thick?
No.
Or less than 5 feet?
No, it is less than 5 feet thick.
Perfect. Alright. I'm just gonna wait for Stitches to come back before I suffer one.
All right, so Stitches has returned, and he's kind of pantomiming at you. He appears to be pointing, like he appears to be gesturing at the door, but like right behind it, and he points to one corner, and he points to one corner, moves towards it, and he kind of pantomimes like a kaboom. And towards the other corner, he points towards that other corner, moves towards it, and then starts shivering.
Hold?
I think we have another red and blue door on the other side.
Ah.
Is this correct, Stitches?
He shakes his head and he points towards the corners, and then he points back to where you points back to where you came from.
Oh my gosh, these are the generators for the traps.
Sounds like it. Maybe.
Is this correct?
He points at Gongoroth and he nods.
Okay.
Alright.
Before we go through this, Jix, can you check the door and make sure it's not trapped at all?
I have a better idea, if I may suggest it.
Listening?
I could just make a door through the stone wall.
How much would that take out of you?
It's a hefty spell, but considering the circumstances, I think it's appropriate.
Oh.
Is there
Whatever
one on the other side? Stitches.
Stitches shakes his head.
Perfect. Alright, Gregor casts stone shape again on the stone wall.
Alright.
It forms a doorway.
So yes, Gregor, he places his hand on the wall, and the stone just it's like almost liquidy. It just sort of shifts into a very perfectly sculpted archway into the side of the wall, and then it just kind of twists around and heads into the room. And yes, you're greeted not only by the smell, like a big waft of sulfur, but yes, the smell that Sonata described has also entered your nostrils. It smells like rotten eggs in there.
Ooh.
Gregor winces and then bows mockingly towards Jix. After you.
Right. Please, no one cast any fire-based spells or even tamper with that fire generator.
Oh, come on!
That
No.
also includes no lightning. I don't want a spark of anything in here because I don't know if it's going to light this room up in a giant fireball that'll kill us all.
Gregor nods.
So,
Yep.
don't draw your sword, is what you're saying?
Nothing elemental except for radiant and necrotic.
Yeah, I'd rather not be blown up sky high.
I'll keep my hand on my radiant short sword and keep the other one holstered.
Oh crap! I'm
To the
going.
rope. Carefully.
All right. So, so you guys are gonna enter the room.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. So you all enter the room. Who's entering first, by the way?
Butch.
Okay. So, all right. So, Butch. Butch kind of just like pitter patters on the, just on this like purple gunk that's on the floor. It's just like.
Disgusting.
Yep, and it appears to have spread a little more of that pungence. Butch is looking around, and it appears that Butch sees something, and he does the little dog point.
Point.
I'm guessing this calls for perception.
It appears to be whatever he's pointing at is it appears to be at an angle that you can't really see what he's pointing at because he's the one who like walked into the center of the room.
Are there any hard surfaces that Gregor could walk on?
No.
Yeah, he's staying behind.
So I'm gonna have Maverick on my shoulder.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna use my boots of flying. Sort of kind just float over to where Butch is, and I wish to look through Maverick's eyes to see what Butch is pointing at.
All right, so you use your little boots of flying to just kind of hover, and you fly over. And as soon as you kind of cross the threshold, you see like little purple tendrils erupt from the fungus and try and grab you, and that you kind of fall a little back, a little towards the wall, and then fungus erupts from the wall, tries to grab you. You move away from that. You try to move to the ceiling. Fungus erupts from the little tendrils of the ceiling, and you're just kind of you are happy. You are small. The little tendrils cannot grab you.
And they're coming up from the floor as well?
Yeah, they're coming from the floor, from the walls, from the ceiling.
They must be really sentient.
Yes.
It didn't make any vibrations. Oh boy.
Apparently,
how
they
the hell
all
did I
know
get
it's
out
living
here?
th-
So
or
yes,
non-living
everyone else
thing.
from the archway, they can see that like these little purple fungus tentacles are trying to swipe at Jix, but they can't reach him.
Do we know, or does anybody know what these things are?
A Sonata. You can roll it. You can roll a nature check with advantage.
How far away is she?
Yep.
I also roll nature. Trained in it?
Yeah. You can roll. Yeah, you can. Anyone who is trained can roll nature.
Oh, look at that! I
Let's...
got that.
All right.
Arwen, please save us.
Nope.
Nope.
Oh.
All I know is that's purple.
All right,
It's purple.
so Sonata, you don't know exactly what this thing is, but you're not exactly surprised to see it down here. You're not surprised to see that oh, it's like, oh, a little fungus that appears and tries to grab you. I think I'm gonna have a heart attack and die from not surprise.
Anybody got any ice magic?
Oh, well, we do have an ice generator.
I do have Ray of Frost.
Oh, I just saw something. So alright. What did you take down with you?
What?
Sorry.
Who did Sora take down with him?
The bard and the cleric.
You think they might be able to weigh in?
Yeah, that reminds me, Josh, the mage chick that came with us.
Yeah.
Does she have any ice-based cantrips?
Ice-based cantrips. Let me get...
I do not know what their sheets are. I kind of left that to Josh.
Yeah.
I just said that I have Ray of Frost, and that's an ice-based cantrip.
That is a good idea.
All right. So
I have nothing.
you have. Okay, so let's see.
Apart from my fire spells, I only have stuff that does thunder damage too.
I can summon
No,
thorns.
no.
All right, so you're. So yeah, no one else has ice-based magic.
Jeez.
Nope.
Well, looks like this is going to be on Sonata. Just go pew pew.
All right. All right, Ray
Yeah.
of Frost.
Yes.
All right. Well, let me. Where did that go? Okay, so. Where is this? Yeah. So these things do not have a very high armor class.
Yeah, figured that.
So, Sonata has her hand kind of sparkling and glowing with a little blue light. She starts just almost like a fire extinguisher, just starts spraying all over the room. Just all this fungus, just like, and then all the little fungus just starts, shriveling up and just almost like a spider curling in on itself. And it takes a good 10 minutes for Sonata to finish, and she's pretty sure she got everything.
Even the
I'm glad
ceiling.
that's a cantrip.
Yep, even the ceiling. Yeah, that's what cantrips are. You just like just keep using.
Let's do.
Thank you.
Okay.
That's Sonata.
Yeah, but I think there's an ice rink in here now.
Not
so,
really an ice rink.
So all the
More
fungus are frozen?
all the fungus that you can see is frozen.
Alright, Gregor finally steps into the room.
So yeah, you step into the room, and you step on a little bit of the fungus, and it doesn't like lash out at you. You're pretty sure it's dead, but it doesn't make a very pleasant sound as you step on it. It just
It's a little slushy at the moment.
it's a little bit like it's like a cross between slushy snow and nails across a chalkboard.
Ugh.
Ugh.
Had these boots polished.
Alright, let's move along.
It is not pleasant. It is not pleasant for anybody to walk across, least of all you, Gregor.
The two quote-unquote generators that were in the room, from my vantage point, can I see how they function?
Yes. These, it appears that they have, roll a, what's it? Would this be a flat no, this would be an Arcana check.
Arcana, you say?
Yes. Ooh, lovely.
Nice.
Yeah, so these little generators are Izzet in design. They do use they are mostly chemical based though, and they appear to feed into. You're pretty sure that these feed into multiple areas in the dungeon, and where did my notes go? They feed into multiple areas in the dungeon, and where's that last one? There is it in design, and you're pretty sure these have been recently reactivated.
Why don't we deactivate them?
That's what I was going to ask
No.
next. Is there any way to deactivate them and or collect anything from them?
You wouldn't be able to safely collect anything from them, but you're pretty sure that you could you're pretty sure that you could deactivate them very, very easily.
Wait, Jix,
Yes.
are you able to detach them?
Well, I'm pretty. How big are they?
They're pretty sizable. Like, yeah, you guys ever see like a hot water tank in a house?
Oh yeah.
Oh no! Dang it!
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
no, I
kinda
cannot
about that
attach them to
size.
Butch.
No, I was thinking we could detach them and take them with us and use them as a bomb.
I think they're a bit heavy for that.
Bag of holding.
They're a
I
bit
don't
big
think
for
the
that.
holding yet.
The bag of holding's too small.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, it does have a limited capacity. All right, so let's start
Yeah.
with the ice one or the fire one.
Ice.
What do you guys think? Ice? Okay, I'm gonna go over and try to disable the ice one.
All right, backing everyone up.
All right, so just yeah, you can roll both of these disable checks. Let's see, where is it? Where is the check? Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you can roll both. You can roll both of these checks with advantage because your ability to recognize them was so high.
Is that
Yeah.
what check is that?
Two Arcana checks.
Oh, 2 Arcana checks
Yeah.
with advantage. You say?
Yes. One to disable the ice, and one to disable the fire.
Yeah, I think the ice one was made by the guy that made the refrigerator.
No, it's a refrigerator.
Behold,
Well-
the refrigerator!
Oh, nice.
Yeah. All right, so this was child's play for Jix. You are a little you share Gongoroth's disappointment that you cannot take them with you, but hey, at least you have made your trip through the dungeon a little bit easier.
There's no power source or anything, is there? Okay, let's move on.
Nope.
All right. Is there another door over here, or is it like a dead end?
There are three other doorways, and the thing that Butch seems to be pointing at is in the corner of this room, behind some rubble.
Behind some rubble.
Yes.
Well, let's move that rubble out of the way. First of all, checking for anything dangerous within the immediate vicinity of the rubble.
Perception, please.
I am going to use my own.
18.
18. You do not detect anything dangerous within the immediate vicinity. However, you do see what Butch is pointing at. It appears to be something shiny and silver.
Jix, what do you see over there?
Nothing. There's something shiny and silver.
Yeah.
Sorry, the goblin in me almost took over.
Yeah. So you realize you're gonna need a little bit of help in order to get a lot of the rubble completely off of this.
Yep, let's move the rubble.
All right.
Yep, that sounds like a me job.
All right.
Oh,
So.
are you sure about that?
Ooh.
Oh, don't take this away from me. This is my thing.
All right, so roll athletics for me. Whoever wants to move this stuff.
Going to also roll athletics because I want to
Yeah.
see how good this is.
Yep, me too. Yeah, let's see how
Even
this.
with my extra bonus strength, I still don't have enough strength.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow, the bard is stronger.
All right, so Jix is trying. So Jix is so Gongoroth, you're able to throw a lot of.
I was throwing that for fun. I get bumped in the head by Gongoroth throwing a rock.
So yeah.
I'm just staying out of this.
Okay, so Gongoroth, you're able to lift up a lot of the bigger rocks. Jix, you're having a little bit of trouble. Selena, you're lifting with your legs, so you know exactly what you're doing. And unfortunately, as a little bit of as Gongoroth moves and Selena move away some of the bigger rocks, there's a little bit of a there's this little bit of a booge that happen. There's a little bit of a booge that happens, and some of the frozen fungus falls off the ceiling and into Sora's mouth. I'm gonna have to ask you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah. Constitution saving throw.
Oh
Ew.
Some of you can re-roll that.
no! Oh yeah, that's.
What?
Please tell me he can re-roll that.
I don't think I have any way to reroll that.
Well, nice knowing ya.
I noticed this piece of frozen stuff falling into his mouth.
Yeah, and you take. Where's the?
Wait, hold on.
Hold on. Do I notice it falling into his mouth?
It's a. You notice it when he starts coughing.
Hold on a second. Is it too late for me to cast Enhance Ability?
Yeah, it is.
Fine, I'll do it.
I don't think that's gonna help, but you can try.
Flash of Genius.
Add +4.
That's 13. That's my lucky number, but I don't know if it's gonna help.
Unfortunately, that does not help.
Nope.
And you take 7 necrotic damage.
Ouch! Well, at least it's not bad.
This is usually why I ask people to. It's just like if you roll, you're trained in it. Yeah, anywho.
At least it wasn't.
Thank God for aid. It hasn't taken me down to under my maximum HP yet.
Wait. I turn to who was it? Who is it was proficient in knowing what the stuff is? Selena, was it?
Sonata.
Sonata. Is this stuff poisonous? Is this stuff actually that poisonous?
Roll nature.
You don't have. You don't have to. You don't have to. Say. It's obviously poisonous. It's fairly. You don't have to roll on that.
Ingested only?
Yeah, it's poisonous.
Ingested only?
Yes.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Anybody have a spare vial?
Oh no.
We got induced vomiting.
Boy, you are the. Okay, so there's this
Yeah.
there's this Magic the Gathering card that I need to put in the chat right now. That is. That is literally you right now, and honestly, I really hate this card because I have faced it way too much. This is the card known as. Let's see it. I gotta put it into the chat here.
Waste not.
Yep. Sounds about right.
Yep.
Oh, my cousin would love this card in his discard deck.
I hate this.
Designed by the Magic community.
Yeah. I hate this card so freaking much. They keep making me discard stuff, and it just keeps letting them have stuff. And it's a cheap card. It's a really cheap card. Like, look how much it costs.
2.
Yeah, 2 mana.
Yeah, you could turn one, drop that easily.
Yep. Well, it requires 2 mana, and so it's probably a turn 2 card.
Well,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
could Dark Ritual it.
You could dark ritual in, and then next turn you could like an Inquisition of Kozilek it to have you can peek at their hand and have them discard something. Ugh, it's the worst.
Okay, so no vials. Aw. Let's keep going.
All right.
Wait, none of your assistants even have vials? Really?
Your assistants do have your assistants would have vials with them.
Oh yeah. Let's get a vial of this stuff. Maybe we could use it later for some experimentation.
Yeah. All right, so you and your assistants gather up a few of the frozen specimens, preserving them for your future nefarious plans. Anywho, so there are. So after removing all of the rubble, you see a very, very nice looking mirror.
Hmm.
Are we standing in front of this mirror?
What?
Are we standing in front of this mirror?
Technically, it's on the it's on the floor.
Is it a hand mirror or a bedroom mirror?
A bedroom mirror.
Oh, it's one of those big ones, like a portrait kind of thing.
Yeah.
May I have a look at that?
Careful.
Yes, yes. My detect magic is still active, right?
No, 10 minutes.
Right.
All right. Well, you can always. Are you gonna do it again?
I'm gonna see if I can appraise it first.
All right.
Arwen grabs a giant rock. Just tell me when. We can smash it.
Gregor holds up a finger.
Okay, so in order to ascertain ascertain what this mirror is, I am going to need a religion check.
Religion?
Yes.
Religion.
I guess a holy mirror. Isn't this the... Nope.
Well, at least it's not a 2. I mean, sorry, at least it's not a 1.
One of those few situations where the skill is actually relevant and I botch it.
Yeah. Well, you could always detect magic.
All right. Hold on.
You going to ritual cast that, or?
I mean, yeah, in order to not waste a spell slot, yeah, you could ritual cast it.
All right,
I mean,
Gregor ritual cast it.
It would take a little bit. It would take a little bit of time, and you know there is always the danger that someone could come across you.
If we are going to ritual cast this, let's make use of that time and send Stitches, the bird, and Robodog through the 3 paths to scout ahead for us.
All right. One of them is an archway, and 2 of them appear to be doors.
Well, Butcher's going to go through the archway.
All right.
We're not opening any other doors, so Maverick's going to stay behind, and we'll send Stitches through. You guys pick an archway. Left or right?
Yeah, left.
Left.
All right. So, all right. So Butch is going through the archway, and
Cautiously.
yes, Stitches is going through the right one, and Maverick's going through gonna try and go through the left one.
Well, the left one's a door, so Maverick can't go through the door.
Okay. Okay. So Stitches is just gonna peek his head into the other areas. Is that? I'm trying to understand what you guys were trying to plan here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Stitches is going to go through the left door
Okay.
because can phase through it, hopefully.
Okie dokie. Fantastic. So, Stitches, he looks through the first door, and let's see if I can get.
Hey, wait, Josh, I want to ask. The smell of sulfite, is that gone?
It's not gone, but it has significantly lessened.
So it was definitely in the room behind us.
Okay, so any sort of open flame won't trigger an explosion right now.
I still say we should wait until we get away from this fungus farm.
All
Yeah.
right. So, Stitches has looked through the left door, and he's kind of giving like he's kind of giving an X motion, just shaking his head like nope, 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 nope. And he goes through to the other. He goes through the right door, sticks his head through, and then he gives a thumbs up. He gives a thumbs up, and he points at this one.
Okay.
And
Wait for Butch to get back.
All right,
Yeah.
does
All
my
right.
ritual wrap up?
Yeah, the ritual does wrap up, and you detect divination magic from this mirror.
Ooh,
A literal magic mirror.
is this? Oh my gosh, is this a scrying mirror?
Dibs.
Yeah, I'm not carrying that.
Jix, you notice that
Yeah.
you notice that Butch hasn't come back out of the archway.
Oh dear.
Oh no.
All right. Guess I have to go after him.
Maybe send the bird after him and look through its eyes. At least this way you'll be able to actually see what it is that happened to him.
That's a good idea.
Hey Josh, can I reroll that religion check now that I know what the mirror actually does?
Yes, you can re-roll it with advantage this time.
Ooh.
Ooh! Beautiful. All right. You know that this particular mirror is. It is a kind of. You don't know the exact name of it, but you do know its function in that it can answer yes or no. It is powerful enough to answer yes or no questions, but it only has a limited amount that it has a limited amount of charges.
So it's basically just so we commune.
Yeah.
So I don't get to smash it?
No smashing the mirror.
Definitely
Aw.
don't touch it.
So
Because
if
I
you-
honestly thought this was like some kind of portal thing.
Can the mirror be recharged, or does it self-destruct after it uses its last charge?
it doesn't self-destruct after it uses its last charge. It can be recharged, but that is currently beyond your power.
Ooh.
How many charges does it have?
You don't know that.
We are not going to start asking the mirror if it has more than a number of charges.
But it only
If
has
you guys
yes or no questions.
If you guys are familiar with Earthsea, it's just like, I invoke your true name and ask it and get you may so that I may ask you questions. Yes, 2 questions you may ask. Wait, isn't it usually 3? Yes, but with that you're back down to 2.
Gregor motions to Gongoroth. Well, if there's anything you want to ask a magic mirror, I think now's a good time as any. It presents it towards him.
Gregor did relate to everyone that these have to be yes or no questions, right?
Yes, I believe he would he?
Yeah, let's assume he did.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, while they're doing that, I'm going to look through Maverick's eyes.
All right.
And
While you're
send him
thinking of
carefully.
questions to ask, while they're thinking of questions to ask.
Yeah,
I know what I want to ask. I'm just trying to think of a way to word it.
and carefully send him after Butch.
All right. So.
I mean,
While the
it's gonna be-
while Maverick is very slow, is carefully going through the archway and just trying to see whatever's going on. You're looking through Maverick's eyes and you see that there is some sort of gemstone on the ground.
Do I see the paw prints?
Yes.
Do I see the paw prints after the gemstone?
No.
Oy.
I am saying this out loud to the party, what we found.
Alright, so either Butch got teleported or disintegrated.
Is there any dog-shaped dust particles anywhere?
You look around through Maverick's eyes and you do not see anything of the sort.
So, not disintegrated.
That you can see. Have your bird to pick up a small rock if there is one and throw it over in front of the crystal. See what happens.
Yeah, okay. Is there any loose rocks around?
Yes, there are loose rocks and there is still destroyed frozen fungus around. It just depends on what you want to use.
Yeah, I'm going to take a piece I'm going to take a little small pebble and have Maverick try to flick it over to the gemstone.
You flicks it over to the gemstone and nothing happens.
Okay, Maverick goes over and touches the gemstone.
Maverick goes over and touches the gemstone, and there is a bright flash that you see through Maverick's eyes.
Uh-oh.
And
Hopefully they're tinted.
You instinctively kind of rub your eyes as the flash you're seeing through Maverick's eyes, and you're kind of you're kind of affected by it. As you blink a couple times, you do see that you're in some sort of. You appear to be in some sort of cage.
One more to read this. Okay, is he? While you're familiar with a hunter figure, you can communicate with it telepathically. Additionally, as an action, you can see through your familiar's eyes and hear what it hears until the start of your next turn. I'm under the impression that it still has to be within the 100 feet. Is he still within 100 feet of me?
You can see through it. You can still see through his eyes. So.
Well, he's still on this plane of existence. There's there bars on the cage?
Yes.
And we can I see Butch?
You can see Butch. Butch is curled up in the corner and looks very, very depressed.
Is there? What color was the gemstone?
It was blue.
Is there any tinge to the room we're currently in? Or is it just a room?
You're looking around the room and you don't see any fungus around. Oh, thank you very much. You don't see like a lot of the same fungus that you saw around, but you do see there are several other cages in this room, and there are some corpses down there.
Is there like a... So if the gem is blue, am I inside the gem?
No.
Okay.
You're pretty sure that Maverick is not inside the gem.
So as I'm looking around through Maverick's eyes, I'm telling the party, everybody else, what I'm seeing and or what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
And I'm under the impression that you guys have finished working out what questions you're going to ask.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh boy. Are Ellie, Markoth, and Terra both at the end of the path that we are treading?
You see you see in the reflection on the mirror a little bit of a clouds begin to form, and then it forms the shape of a word, and your heart kind of elates a little bit when you see it begin to form a letter Y, then an E, then an S.
Okay. I want to follow this up with so many other questions, but I don't know how many more we got.
And I have at least one, but I'm not going to waste it.
I already have my own source of information, so this mirror is rather redundant. Gregor hands it to Gongoroth. I believe you will get more use out of it.
I don't think you can actually pick it up.
Well, yeah, you can. It's a mirror, but you know, like Gregor's not exactly a weakling.
Yeah, I think it's about the size of a shield, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh no, it's like
I think he's referring.
it is the size of a shield, a tower shield.
So this is a full body mirror then.
Yeah, full body mirror.
Oh dear.
Still in the bag of holding, right?
I think it's too tall for the bag of holding.
Yeah, it's a little too big for that bag of holding.
We'll need another way of transporting it. If if we want to keep it.
Hey, I'm the goblin here. Even I know when there's limits.
I'm sorry, did the Izzet just say that?
Hang on, Josh.
Yeah.
Does the bag of holding account for height or weight?
I think the maximum height for a bag of holding is 6 feet. Or 5 to 6. I can double check that.
Where is it?
A bag of holding is roughly 2 feet in diameter at the mouth and 4 feet deep. It can hold up to 500 pounds, not exceeding a volume of 64 cubic feet. And the mirror is a little bit bigger than 2 feet in diameter.
Which, by the way, I have a question about the bag of holding.
Yeah?
With spells like in the enlarge spell, with enlarge reduce, does the size of the bag of holding increase, like the mouth of it?
You can just shrink the mirror, you know.
That's not what I'm asking.
For enlarge reduce, you cause a Okay. Let's see, the target's size is halved in all dimensions. And its weight is reduced to 1/8 of a normal, and it lasts only about a minute.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah, no. I'm asking though, like if I were to cast enlarge on myself, but the bag of holding also enlarge, like the mouth from 2 feet to 4 feet or something.
Well,
It says
think
only. It says only your. The target is a creature. Everything it is wearing and carrying changes size with it. So technically, yes.
But what would happen though once the spell wore off?
Actually, didn't Gongoroth bring his entire squad down here?
Yes, I did. And we also got a couple other grunts with us too.
Does that include the Minotaur?
That doesn't... The Minotaur is not going to carry the bloody mirror.
The Minotaur would probably use the mirror as a weapon.
You sure you can't just hoist it onto his back like a shield?
We don't need to take the mirror with us.
You guys are no fun.
And I'm a goblin.
Yeah, did we? I'm sorry. Did we like switch roles or something? Because
I mean, I've been all in favor of just smashing the thing because I knew that this concept of having any question answered with a yes or no is going to be like a major problem.
Okay, you want to smash the mirror?
Hey,
and give us all natural ones for the next 7 sessions?
Hey,
Okay.
I have that ability on command, so
Okay,
just
you know what?
leave it.
Let's just continue on. I will carry the mirror with us, and I will ask questions along the way. Once it's used up, we can leave it, or we can have Arwen smash it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta find Butch.
All right. What happened to the doggo?
Doggo's in a cage. Doggo touched a blue gemstone and got teleported to a cage. I'm currently looking at him with Maverick. Maverick's also in the cage. I can retrieve Maverick, but I can't retrieve the doggo yet. I don't know where the cage is.
Well, Stitches did say that the door on the right was a go-ahead, so maybe he's down that way.
But I was thinking, let's go.
Alright, is the door on the right locked? Do I try... Oh, no, first of all, do I trap check.
use your words.
Can't talk.
Use your mouth words.
Checking for traps.
English, mother effer. Do you speak it?
No, I don't. I'm a goblin.
also this is Ravnica. We speak common.
Okay, so right now I'm just thinking like, so in the D&D movie, is it just gonna be like, "Common mother effer, do you speak it?"
I prefer not to know. I don't want to think about that movie.
I just hope it turns out better than all the other ones.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I don't want it to fail. I really don't.
Yeah.
I'm just afraid of it turning to Critical Role D&D. If you get my drift.
Yeah, we'll see. It's like we're probably gonna. I've actually heard a couple cosplayers say that it's like, oh hey, an eventually popular tiefling character that we don't have to put on all this paint for.
Yeah, at first I thought she was actually a satyr.
Yeah. But yeah, so I'm just thinking like, okay, so maybe maybe someone's finally showing mercy to cosplayers.
All right, let's try this door on the right.
All right. You try the door on the right, and let's see, which door is this?
It was the good door.
Yes, it was a. Yes, it's another wooden door, surrounded by stone, and yeah, it takes a little bit for you. It takes a little bit for you to open, but it's not that it was locked or it was trapped. It's just that it was stuck. It was like, so the door just opens and like, and you're very disappointed. Yay, more tunnel.
Gregor walks up to Sonata. So, I haven't had a chance to talk to you about this earlier, but, yesterday back at the enchantment shop, I was sorry for teasing you back there.
Don't worry about it.
It's more tunnel?
Yes, more tunnel.
Alright, I'm walking back to the mirror.
Alright.
Is Butch... Will I find Butch, without touching the gemstone, down the hallway that Butch walked down?
The cloud... You see the cloud formation appear in this, in the mirror, and it forms the word no.
Well, we're going through the door on the right, then.
Alright, you're going through the other door, then.
Yeah, going through the door. Yeah, because I specifically asked, without touching the gemstone, and going down that hallway, if I would find Butch. The mirror said no. So, which means he's not down the hallway. He is down the hallway on the right. And no, wait. There's one on the left.
Yes.
When Stitches said, don't go that way, did he mean the cages?
Yeah,
Why am I even asking? Stitches,
Yeah.
At the end of the hallway, you told us not to go down. Do you see any cages down there?
It's like Stitches tilts his head and looks up, and then he shakes his head, and then he starts. Yeah, then he just starts pantomiming. He starts pantomiming zombies.
Ah,
I see.
gotcha.
Alright, door on the right it is.
Wait a minute.
So you're not going.
I just got like an idea. Can't Stitches touch solid objects?
Are you thinking about him activating that teleportation crystal and then trying to free Butch and Bird?
Or at least find a way back to us and then give us directions to the cage.
It's something I've thought about, but don't know if it'll work.
Look, if Stitches says that the path on the right is the safe way, let's just get it over with.
All right.
Can someone guide me while we're doing this? Because I want to look through Maverick's eyes. Is there a lock on the cage?
It does not appear that there is a lock. No.
Jake still has his Boots of Flying activated.
This time, no.
See, I was just going to underarm carry him.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, one of us should anyway. My hands are a little
Yeah,
Yeah,
full
I'm not,
right
just
now.
I'm not doing.
There's no lock on the cage. There's no door on the cage.
There is a door on the cage, but it doesn't appear to be locked.
Does not appear to be locked.
Yes, it does not appear to be locked.
That's strange.
I'm going to have Maverick motion to Butch to try to open the cage.
Alright. So, Butch tries to open the cage, and he tries to pull open the door, and it doesn't appear that it's budging. So no matter how hard Butch tries, just like and Butch is really, really trying here, doesn't seem to be opening.
Huh.
Is he able to just force and power rend the door open?
I was about to ask. Is the cage hanging or on the floor?
You see that it's like you do look around, and yes, the cage does appear to be hanging.
Oh.
How far to the floor?
Butch can't see the bottom.
Wow.
Sorry, Maverick cannot see the bottom.
Maverick has very far eyesight. Dark vision 120. Ow.
The cage bar's small enough, compact enough that Maverick cannot fly through them?
I was going to ask that.
Maverick would be able to slip through the bars.
Since we're leaving the mirror, I have to ask the mirror.
Yep.
The door on the right that we're about to go through. Are we going to find Butch down that way?
You wait a few seconds, but the mirror does not respond.
Oh, we are out of questions.
Let me try.
Gongoroth holds the mirror over to Gregor.
Are there leaders of the Golari in league with Caldrix?
The mirror does not respond.
Yes, it's dead. Well, we got what we wanted out of it, at least.
Yeah. Too bad, though. This would fetch a nice price.
Okay, honestly, I gotta say this right now. It's like I can throw like just a hodgepodge of things at you guys, and it makes perfect sense lore-wise, because this is like literally the area of refuse for Ravnica.
Yep. On that note, are there any special carvings along the mirror that might indicate who might have made it?
I mean, it's a fancy-looking mirror, so whoever owned it was probably rich, but it's in a very not fancy-looking walled area. So either someone bought this mirror, it was moved here, or someone stole it and moved it here before things got built over.
Mm. I see. Alright, in that case, we better get moving.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
right.
Force and power rend on the door.
Force empowered rend on the door. All right. So,
Make my attack.
there's nothing. That's not necessary. So Butch, charging up all his gears and starts slashing at the door, just trying to bust it open. And yes, the door is busted. The door is busted open, and you see, and through Maverick's eyes, you can see that Butch is kind of creeping towards the edge of the cage, and he looks down, and then he just kind of crawls back up, and you're pretty sure you hear him, what was the equivalent of a mechanical dog whining.
From the height? Or from something that he might sense that is down there?
From the height.
Is there a ledge they can swing to?
Doggo has broom of flying.
Oh yeah, flying dog.
All right. So
Well, is there a ledge they can swing from, or is there a hole in the ceiling? Because they gotta have... Because those cages have to have been hung somehow.
Yeah, can we see the ceiling? Or can Maverick see the ceiling?
Maverick can see the ceiling. The ceiling is just brick. Or
There's
stone.
no holes in the wall anywhere?
New.
There are other cages, and there's corpses in them.
Yes.
What kind of corpses are they? Anything out of the ordinary?
They look fairly humanoid to you. They don't seem guild affiliated, but judging from the decayed clothes and kind of raggedy items that they have on them, these must have been people who have been treasure hunting and stumbled into the wrong place.
Treasure hunting. Hey.
Well, in any case,
Yeah, we should continue.
we'll probably find the one who hung these cages somewhere down the line.
All right.
We continue on.
So continuing on, secret tunnel.
Secret tunnel.
All right.
Getting our way.
Am I still within 100 feet of Maverick?
I'm sorry. I need to count this. Let's see. Oh, you're making me do it.
Yeah, I make you do math again. At least it's not trigonometry this time.
All right, so you walk through the corridor for a little bit, and you're still within 100 feet. I gotta look at this spell. I gotta look at this spell real quick. It's just ugh. You guys are.
Do you want me? Here, let me do this.
Find familiar 5e. Like, what happened?
There you go.
Okay, thank you. So let's see.
Like, I literally read that line out loud because of that.
Okay. Okay, so as you're walking down this corridor, your connection to your sight connection to the familiar fizzles out.
We've gone too far. Maybe. I've lost connection with Maverick.
You don't think that those cages would have been in that blue door, would you? Or the other door that we didn't go through?
With what I saw of the gem, do I have any theoretical knowledge of it?
You can make an Arcana check.
Nice.
Pretty sure it's a. You're pretty sure it's just a. You're pretty sure it's a teleport crystal. That's all. That's all. That's any. That's the most theoretical knowledge you're able to get from it.
Well, if there's no ledge and no hole in the ceiling, then I don't see how we'll be able to get them out of the cages anyway.
Okay, here's the deal. We get to the end of this hallway, and we don't find him. I'm going back, and I'm touching the gemstone.
I suppose it would be safest for you since, like you said, your dog can fly.
Gregor shrugs. Your funeral.
All right.
Only problem is,
you go
we need someone else to take point.
Huh.
All right. So, as you're conversating and you're walking through, why did I say that conversating? I think it's converse. Just say talk.
Whatever.
Yeah. And as we're going through, I'm going to constantly try to reconnect with Maverick.
All right. You come to the end of the hallway, and once again you come across another door, and there is your connection is still severed.
Watch the cage have literally been right above our heads.
No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't, because we could actually see the slime on the ceiling.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, in that room with the that had the mirror in it, we could see the ceiling, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, there were little bits of fungus that tried to attack Jix from the ceiling. So
Yeah,
yes.
from the ceiling. All right. Door. Trap check? Yes.
Yeah, you can do a trap. Use perception to check for traps.
Perception.
More than one of us check.
Sure.
All right.
If you're trained in it, you can check.
I do not detect any.
Probably.
I don't see any.
You do not detect any traps within the immediate vicinity.
The
You could.
It's the door locked.
We'd have to play it.
Guy give it a roll.
1 minute, I want to change this to kind of match the how it kind of feels here. There we
Ooh.
go.
Getting deeper and deeper.
Yes.
Oh. Yeah.
Yes.
We're past the buildings that are still standing, and now getting into like the very foundations of those buildings.
Okay. Does the door appear to be locked?
The door does not appear to be locked.
I turn to Gongoroth. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you have an ability that opens doors, don't you?
Yeah, it's called my boot.
Or Gregor, I meant. Gregor?
Hang on, are you talking about the stone shape earlier?
No, I'm talking about thaumaturgy.
Oh yeah. Stonebuck.
Alright. That's the fun thing about thaumaturgy. It's open door, but spooky.
Hmm.
Can you imagine when you cast thaumaturgy, a bunch of ghosts disappear and push the door open?
Yes.
Yeah,
I love it. I love it.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know we were playing Phasmophobia.
Ooh.
It hurts. It hurts to laugh.
That's why I was concerned.
1 second.
But once it wasn't me.
I think it's gone. Okay, yeah, it's gone. It's gone. All right.
Good.
Yep, we're good. So, the door swings open, flung open by spooky ghosts, and this room seems very nice. There's a tile mosaic on the floor, and there's a bunch of there's a bunch of steps. Just kind of guessing from this, Gregor, you kind of putting two together that this used to be a bathhouse.
What does the mosaic on the floor depict?
It depicts it depicts a couple of monsters. Some of them appear to be like Gruul beasts. One of them appears to be a dragon. And there's a lot of different ones down here. Some of them you're not even entirely sure are real.
That's the thing. It's always kind of the thing with fantasy stories. Whenever they have a monster that they insist is just fictional,
Yeah.
even when they have like fairies and leprechauns and whatnot running about.
Yeah. That is one of the things. It's just like, okay, I can accept that vampires exist, but werewolves is where I draw the line.
Yeah. Like, it's kind of like an MLP where nothing seems to be fictional whatsoever. Like, Daring Do is based off an actual story.
Yeah. Yeah, I still remember that. You know, it's just like when people thought that, you know, wait, Daring Do is real? Come on. And then we're just like, okay, so Daring Do being real is a bit too much to believe for you, but magical jewelry and a patchwork creature who can bend reality to his whim is totally acceptable. Like, come on. Like, come on.
Well, come on, there's gotta be some room for fiction in that universe. Like, it reminds me of those aliens from Galaxy Quest who think we don't even have a concept of fiction and think like the titular TV show is an actual documentary.
Oh, yes, I remember that. It's like, really, you think you don't think Gilligan's Island is a historical document, do you? Those poor people.
And the countdown never reaching 0 because it always stopped at 1.
Yeah.
That was
Bathhouse.
funny.
Bathhouse.
Yeah. Anyways, bathhouse. Decommissioned bathhouse with some very extravagantly designed with a mosaic depicting legendary monsters on the floor. Also in the corner, you see like a little what is this thing called? I'm picturing it in my head. It's just an arbalist? Is that what it's called?
Wait. Are you talking about the siege weapon arbalist?
Yeah.
A ballista?
Ballista. Okay. Yeah, it's a bull. It's just like I have a picture in front of me of what this looks like. It's like, what is this called? I'm totally blanking.
You mean the thing that shoots the big arrow?
Yes, the thing that shoots the big arrow.
Yep, ballista.
Actually, an arbalist is actually just a bigger crossbow.
Yeah, basically.
It had the word ballista in it.
Yeah.
All right.
So it's just a picture of one, not an actual one.
No, it's an actual ballista. It's an actual one in there in the corner.
Is it loaded?
No, but there is ammunition next to it.
Alright, so you said this is a ballista, as in the siege weapon, not an arbalist.
Yeah, I said like the siege weapon. I was trying to figure out what the word was.
What were they defending this place from?
I don't know, but I want it. Oh, I really wish we could take an hour break here so I could just have this.
Yeah,
We could.
I mean, we have been playing for an hour and a half. We could take a 10-minute break and say it was an hour break.
Short rest.
Yep. All right.
Short rest. In the meantime, I am going to weapon bind myself to the arbalist. Or to the ballista.
To the ballista!
I'm going to summon a ballista.
Oh,
you could do that. You do have one little problem with that.
What?
Ammo.
Oh, we got plenty of ballista bolts right here.
Yes, but you're summoning the weapon, not the ammunition.
Yeah.
We can load one up and take the rest. Besides, we can also use them as giant javelins if we need to.
Oh, and incidentally, this is representing the Song of Rest, just in case anyone needs it.
I think we're still at full.
Okay,
Yeah.
never mind. Then.
Okay, I'm gonna throw this random thing in here. It might be fun. Okay, I'm going to take this random thing and I'm gonna totally break the session with it. It's like, why do I give you guys anything? Like,
Well, I suppose I should have asked you first.
Come on, Garuda wanted to weapon by the freaking cannon from the nightclub.
mm-hmm.
Are you actually surprised?
Well, just in case anyone needs it. Okay, so
well, that's the thing. It's just like I keep getting surprised. It's like I'm surprised because you can just keep finding new ways to take the tiny little mundane things that I throw in there, and you just like, how do you do this?
Just be glad that when I went on my little side quest, I didn't take the 2 flamethrower cannons and attach them to Butch.
So hold on, let me get this straight. Having the Minotaur carry the magic mirror was a tad too much, but weapon binding the friggin' ballista isn't.
Well, a weapon bond says I can bind myself to a weapon. It doesn't say it has to be a simple, a martial, melee, ranged, or artillery. It just has to be a weapon.
okay, I'll be back.
And I
in
think
just
a
second.
siege weapon falls under that.
I mean,
Unless Josh would like to nix it.
I mean, the rules say.
Yes, but what does the DM say?
I know this is dangerous to say, but I'm gonna say I'll allow it.
Oh god, it gave him a free hammer stick spell.
And I am unbinding myself from my armor.
Oh my gosh.
And I am having the rest of my legionnaires help me carry the ballista bolts after we load one up.
Good lord.
Jesus.
They're in charge of loading the ballista now.
Oh my god.
Yes, because when it comes to artillery in D&D, it takes one action to load, one action to fire, and one action to aim.
What have I
Gears
done?
and Jix's head are suddenly turning.
Oh
This is going
god.
to be helpful later.
Oh god, it's like that ogre artillery
Oh, God.
from that one D&D story.
Oh, Jesus.
Anyway, I got
Yeah,
half a cheesecake I've been saving, and I'm gonna grab it now.
All right, so why don't
Yeah,
we, why don't we
I'm
take
good.
why don't we take a 10-minute break? 'Cause,
Yeah.
Why are we left alone with ideas?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, Josh, you'd probably find funny one of the D&D ideas that one of my friends had. Yeah.
Garuda, this is literally playing off of an idea we had way back.
There you go. Actually, I'm a little scared now. Because the original Gongoroth actually did do this exact same thing, but he died at the very end of the campaign. So yeah, I'm just a little worried that at the rate things are going, Gongoroth might actually die when we fight the BBEG.
I'm not worried about the BBEG. I'm worried about something else.
Alright, I'll be right back. We shall continue at 9:50.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Alright.
Probably should go for about another hour. The ogre. Yeah, I want to know about the ogre ballista story.
I am more worried about Niv-Mizzet than anything else.
Well, yeah, it's a giant magic dragon.
And now we have a ballista.
Dane, I'm actually kind of wondering if we can go back to those two generators and mount them on the ballista and launch them.
There's no parts we could take with us, he said.
No, not parts, just the entire thing.
No,
Darn.
we are not launching the generators. No.
And John should really learn that even the tiniest little thing, his players are going to fuss over it for hours. No.
Yeah, I was actually worried that you guys remember the old Welcome to the Show campaign in the Labyrinth, right?
Yeah.
Remember the mirror trap there?
Yep.
I thought this was going to be the same thing for a moment there.
That's why I was like careful. I has a stupid idea. I might go back for the gemstone.
Oh no.
Wait. Can someone... One moment.
Here's the thing, is that we've got the mental link, so you going back for the gemstone, you can contact us through the mental link.
This is true.
Does Jix actually have Dimension Door?
Jix does not have Dimension Door.
Dang it.
Jix only has level 3 spells.
Dang. Oh, that sucks.
And prepared. Water, walking, water, breathing, type, assert, revive, protection from evil, intellect, fortress. Blight, don't use blight. Spell magic. Blink. What's blink?
Ooh, Blink. You cast it, and then you have a 50% chance of teleporting to the ethereal plane until the beginning of your next turn. In which case, you teleport back into the material plane, within 10 feet of where you blinked out.
That's not going to help me. Rope, trick, power, techniques, levitate, invisibility.
Also, while in the ethereal plane, you can see and hear everything that goes on the material plane within 100 feet. So basically, it's a really big evasion spell.
Yeah, Jix is going back for the gemstone.
Alright, so are we ready to continue?
Nope, another 7 minutes.
Alright.
Speaking of which, I'm gonna refill my drink. Be right back.
Me too. Hold on.
I'm good for the rest of the session. I've got my drink. I've got my Nutella.
I am in agreement with Ave on that one. No SCPs.
Got the other half of my Cinnabon cheesecake.
I'm still working through these terrible Doritos.
Although I did mention in the Ravnica D&D chat that the Undercity of Ravnica makes for a good backrooms level.
Yeah, but I feel like to program something like that, you'd actually need assets for like a Ravnica game to begin with. Because other the cards, Ravnica does not really have much of a how should I put it? Hasn't made that big a visual mark on pop culture outside of the cards. Like it's not like Arcane, favorite League of Legends. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Still hasn't made the big leap into more mainstream consciousness.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, alrighty.
I just had an idea. Metal bolt in the ballista, heat metal.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Nice.
Or at least metal tipped. Or even you could put acid tipped bolt in there.
No, not even even like
Metal works
put
that
wooden
way.
bolts in there. Even you can even just put wooden bolts in there and harden the tips with fire.
Cool. Except Josh is gonna come back through this later and hear all that.
If they are metal tipped, we could just make the arrowheads brittle so that when they impact, they shatter and splinter.
Ooh, bleed damage.
Yeah, just a whole bunch of shrapnel everywhere inside them.
I'll be right back.
And yet again, I forgot that I had a small bottle of Diet Dr. Pepper in the fridge that I bought on Friday. But
What if you took the ballista bolts and made the heads, and give them these real long heads made of soft iron, so that way when they hit like a shield or like armor, they'll bend and make it impossible to get out.
A giant ballista, anything smaller than a giant won't be able to stop it.
No, I mean like make it impossible to pull out afterwards. Like this is how
You barb the end.
like this is how the ancient Romans actually designed their javelins. Like you can throw it, it get launched into a shield, be impossible to pull out, and thus giving the shield a lot of extra weight it doesn't need, making it useless.
Yeah, a poniard, I think it was called.
Pilum.
Right, a poniard is a sort of thrusting knife.
Yeah.
Okay.
that's more like it. Spooky, isn't it?
Alright, is Josh back?
Yes,
No,
Josh
not
is,
yet.
Josh is back.
Oh.
Alright.
Yep, that's a break.
Alright, so now I need to turn off the thing. Okay. We are back.
Do we do some exploring around the bathhouse during the short rest?
Do we what?
Have we explored the bathhouse a bit during our short rest? Like, checked out some of the rooms?
Oh yeah, it's yeah, you have checked out a lot of these specific areas.
Is there a faucet in here?
Yes, there is, but you've already tried jiggling it, and water doesn't come out. If you're looking to actually get a decent bath in here, nope.
Is there any like loose stonework around here?
Like
anything that might have cracked off?
I mean, a little bit. It is very old. What specifically are you looking for?
Just some knickknacks.
Wait, this isn't.
Something to keep us like a souvenir.
Ah.
Oh, you want a souvenir? Here, take this mirror.
Did we leave that behind?
Yeah. Yeah, you guys did leave that behind.
Now, since this was an hour of us waiting, what does that have to do with the Butch and Bird?
With the Butch and Bird are just, waiting. just waiting to be rescued.
Wait, did Ape go back for them?
Well, there's nothing else in this bathhouse. Jix is definitely going back.
Alright, who's going with him?
I guess I will.
Alright.
Right.
I don't really got much else going on, and I was actually planning on touching that thing as soon as we saw it. So.
Oh, no. I have a better idea.
What?
I have better idea.
Okay.
Well, I'll wait till we get there.
Okay.
All right.
Are you taking your underlings with you at least?
Me? Yes.
Alright.
Okay.
So does Gregor find like that finding like a knickknacks just to keep as a souvenir?
No. He just
I mean like some cracked tile?
I mean, yeah, you could take some cracked tile with you, but just it's more of a it's like, okay, yeah, sure, you take some cracked tile with you. Why are you?
Gregor takes him and heads on over to Lucas.
So Lucas looks up at you. Why there's something you need?
Oh, nothing. Just figured you want a souvenir of this place.
Oh.
Gregor gives him like the broken tiles.
I'm not entirely sure I want to make memories of this place. I mean, it's very, very unpleasant. We fought some fungus, and the squelching I will be hearing in my dreams tonight.
Collect rat skeletons.
All right. Yes, you know there is a difference, right?
I don't actually, but go on.
All right. Yeah, there's this girl that I knew. All right. Back when we were first getting educated. She was fascinated with carnivorous plants. All right. And the thing is about her is that even though she was fascinated with carnivorous plants and she loved them, she was agoraphobic.
Hang on, what do you say?
Agoraphobic.
Our character, what do you say?
Agoraphobic.
Agoraphobic. Ah. I'm not sure I follow.
Just because one thing is gross or scares you doesn't mean another thing. Doesn't mean something completely different can't. One thing can scare you, and another thing can interest you. And even though to some people they might both be strange or odd, it's not always the case.
Interests you like like that Catholic girl?
Can we change the subject, please?
Oh
Indeed.
no, I saw how you were looking at her.
She is with us.
Well, I presume that she's in another room.
Yeah, because this room they're talking privately. It's just nope.
Don't worry. I'm not going to harangue you about it.
Mm-hmm.
Though you are a growing man, if you did want to pursue that line of interest, you'd only ask me.
It's like you see that his cheeks are turning red. It's just like, can we please change the subject?
All right, but you got to admit, this is probably the nicest place we've seen down here so far.
Yes, it is the nicest place we've seen down here so far, and it is the perfect place to talk about romance. Because you didn't notice that was sarcasm.
All right, let's see what side B's on about.
Let's see what's what.
Let's see what side B is on about.
That'd be Jix
All right.
and Party.
All right. So side B. So Jix is going to just he's running over to the crystal. He's just gonna grab it.
No. How big is the crystal?
It's like the size of a dime.
Mage hand.
All right, Mage hand.
Can I pick it up?
What? Did you ask if you can pick it up?
With Mage hand.
Yes, you can pick it up with Mage hand. It is tiny enough that you can pick it up with Mage hand.
Nothing happens with Mage hand. Okay. I can't determine where this teleports anybody to by just looking at it, can I?
No.
I saw that tattered cloth, don't I?
You're gonna have to be a bit more specific.
The tattered cloth bag that I found in the other room.
He's talking about the one with all the moldy food in it.
I believe so, yeah. I mean, assuming you didn't do anything to it.
What do I have? What do I have? I want to take a piece of cloth, and while the mage hand is holding the gemstone, wrap the cloth around the gemstone. So I can carry it without touching it.
Oh, I see what you're doing. Kind of like Aladdin and the King of Thieves, wrapping the hand of Midas in the cloth.
Yes.
Alright.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, there's your reference for the day.
You know, it's funny. I actually saw that movie before I saw the original Aladdin.
Really?
Yeah, it kind of weird, but I dug it, so
Well,
didn't really bother me none.
King of Thieves was a pretty good movie.
Yeah.
I think I actually had a similar situation. I think I saw Return of Jafar before I saw the original Aladdin.
Yeah, I saw.
Saw the original Aladdin, never saw Return of Jafar, but did see King of Thieves.
Took me a while.
It's also kind of weird because I saw The Lion King 2 before I saw the first Lion King also.
Going from Romeo and Juliet to Hamlet.
Pretty much. I was never much of a Lion King fan anyway. Aladdin was more my jam, so.
Yeah, I think for me, yeah, it's
All right. So
I just heard one too many kids singing Hakuna Matata at school. I just couldn't take it.
One second. I'm in a little bit of pain.
Uh-oh.
You okay?
Yeah, give me 1 second.
Oh dear.
Do we need to take another break?
No.
Do we?
Just give me a little bit. I just need to breathe.
And why don't you grab some water or ginger ale?
I got water right here.
All right. All right, take it easy.
Stomach pain or chest pain?
Chest pain.
Oh god.
All right. Okay.
Shoulder pain?
Okay, it's subsided.
All right.
Any shoulder pain or no?
No shoulder pain.
Okay, just making sure you're not having a heart attack.
Yeah. I got you.
If we can end like a half hour.
I agree.
All right. So let's see.
Yeah, I don't want to push you.
All right. So you've wrapped the coin. Well, the coin-sized crystal in cloth. Coin-sized crystal in cloth. Say that 3 times fast.
No.
All right, and so what are you gonna do now?
I am going to. Now that my connection should be back with Maverick, correct?
Yes.
So I know we're disconnected there. Let's continue. I want to try. Who else is with me besides my
Arwen.
2 attendants?
It was me, Arwen.
Arwen? Okay. I'm thinking I'm going to keep walking down this hallway. Carefully.
Mm-hmm.
And till my connection breaks again.
Okay.
Okay, you're walking back the way you came?
No, we're going to continue down the hallway. The one with the gemstone.
The mirror said it wasn't going to take you there.
I know.
So yeah, you take and you come to a dead end.
With dead end? Okay.
Yeah, dead end.
Is there...
I know what he's doing.
Fine. And I'm still connected to Maverick?
Yes.
Speed things along. If I were to retrace my steps back and go back through the slime door and keep going back, there would be a certain point where I would lose connection with Maverick, right?
You're trying to triangulate his position, aren't you?
Yes.
All right. So 1 minute, I got to do something.
I am curious about something. The slime on the floor, that curled away after Sonata froze it all, right?
Well, it was fungus, but
Yeah. were we able to see what the floor was made of?
Yeah, it was kind of the basic Ravnican stone that you see in a lot of buildings.
Okay,
Nothing
so
too
stone.
special. Nothing too special.
Okay, so stone, not a brick that the cage was hanging from.
No.
Okay.
All right. So.
Oh, I know what you're saying.
Okay, so so everyone who has trained a perception, please roll it.
Okay. We still in the bathhouse? The one's in the bathhouse.
Well,
you mean.
everyone who is around Jix.
Okay.
Just be Arwen and Jix.
Just Arwen and Jix.
Not trained in it.
All right.
Performance perception. No, I'm not trained in it.
Oh, wow. Okay, then both of you roll perception then.
Almost.
Oh, never mind.
Okay. So.
Both are really good.
Bitch really wants his doggo back.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
All right. So, where is it? Jix and Arwen, you both hear skittering approaching. Like insectoid skittering approaching. And Jix, you're pretty sure it's the heightened adrenaline of you trying to find your doggo, but you're pretty sure you recognize this, like, this skittering gives you a bit of a flashback to a very, very giant bug.
Oh no!
Oh crap!
Nope.
So, what are you two gonna do?
I vote for book it.
I think they both just look at each other and go run.
All right, so you both are gonna run.
And their assistants.
Yeah, both them and their assistants are just gonna run.
We're still waiting on a response here.
All right.
It's coming closer to us from the way we were going, but not from the slime room.
It's coming down the tunnel from the room with the two doors. The red and blue doors.
So where we came from.
Yeah, it's coming from that door. The skittering.
Okay, so yeah, let's leave the skittering alone and run away.
Yeah, so you're running all the way back to the bathhouse. All right, so everyone's just run into the bathhouse, and everyone who's at the bathhouse, you see both Jix and Arwen and Jix's attendants just kind of rushing back in, and they look a little spooked.
Problem?
Scaring horror?
I've got the orb of tremor sense right now.
Did you close the door behind you so it doesn't know which way you guys went?
No.
Oh, crap. Okay, DM, how long has it been? Has it been a full hour yet?
A full hour of
A long rest.
Yeah.
Short rest.
A short rest.
Yes, it has.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to order everyone, or my four guys, not Lucian, to man that ballista and aim it at the entrance we came from.
Okay, so manning the ballista.
Yep.
All right.
My two are going to stay central. I'm going to probably give orders to Astra for our frontliners. Give bless to them.
Yeah.
If she has it.
In the meantime, Gongoroth is going to cast what was it? Protection from evil and good on himself and run up to the entrance.
Gregor tells Lucas to stay back and Alexander to keep close to him.
All right. So you're doing
sword.
a lot of man. Jix, that nat 20, that nat 20 just. You dodged a really big bullet, boy.
In the meantime, Selena looks over at Jura. Time to test your bravery, woman.
All right,
Moment.
I imagine everyone is just waiting for that little skittering horror to appear, and all right. It's gonna take a little bit of math to determine whether or not we roll it. Determine whether or not we're actually going to go into combat. So, okay, so basically surprise round.
Surprise round. Okay, I have to look at my artillery because this is.
So I'm imagining everyone is going to throw as much as they can at this thing as soon as it comes in, right?
Yep.
Pretty much.
Yep.
All right.
I'm gonna have hold on. I'm gonna have a second level guiding bolt prepped.
Second level.
And Selena's just gonna fire off a firebolt.
All right. So
Actually, make that third level.
okay.
Can I have prepared twin spell, scorching ray? Oh, hang on, wait, not twin spell. Quicken spell,
All right.
double scorching ray.
Okay.
I'm just gonna cast haste right now before it shows up.
Knocking 2 arrows.
Just double
Easy.
scorching ray.
Just going to put a bonfire in the hallway.
As soon as it
And-
appears.
Yep, and Pyro, my Artificer, is going to have his Eldritch Cannon ready with Force Ballista.
All right. So why don't we? All right. So it's like everyone is waiting with bated breath. It's just like you hear the skittering in the hallway grow louder and louder. It's echoing throughout the corridor. Everyone is a little nervous, but but the ones who have fought a skittering horror before are very, very ready. And soon enough, this giant, monstrous, slimy, brown-black bug just shoves its body through the corridor, and hell is unleashed upon it. So, whose effect goes through first?
That would be the
gotta
bonfire
run,
in the
so-
hallway.
Okay, so
think.
the bonfire. Okay, so create bonfire. 5e.
Please don't throw it on me.
Yep. Okay, so what spell level is this?
It's a cantrip.
Okay.
It is.
Again,
1d8
you're
this
your
level.
11th level, so that's a
3d8.
3d. Okay, so roll 3d8 for me, please.
Okay, normal.
Okay. All right, 15. I gotta make a mark of this. Okay. So let's see how this goes. Next, who's going next?
Selena will. She's gonna cast firebolt.
All
And
right.
I'm going to cast guiding bolt afterwards.
Okay, so Selena's firebolt, then Gregor's guiding bolt. Selena.
And then,
All right. Ooh boy.
Mm,
Let's see.
does that hit?
Let's see. Where is it?
Let's
this thing-
see
what's this
if it hits. Oh.
Unfortunately, that is not a hit.
Okay.
All right, casting.
All right, let's see how the guiding bolt does.
Please be good.
Come on.
I also have something after Gregor.
What?
All right, is it working or?
Hang on, it's not showing the dice roll.
Okay. So,
Yeah, there should be a pop-up.
yeah, there should be a pop-up.
You have to hit the pop-up.
Oh, hold on. Where's the?
Is Jix going to be at close range?
In a minute, maybe.
Okay, then I'm probably going to have, after everyone does the range stuff, I'm probably going to have Astra use Bless on...
What just disappeared?
Okay, just try casting it again.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
After all the range stuff goes through, I'll probably have Astra use Bless on Sora, Gongoroth, and Jix.
Okay, why isn't it?
Let's try. You casting it at 3rd level. Let's try this.
Wonderful. More technical difficulties.
All right, let's try it. Let's try it this way. They must have changed. They must have changed up the spell. All right, why don't we just let's do this the old-fashioned way and have you just roll a d20 for me, and I will tell you if it hits.
All right. Coming right up.
Oh, that just barely hit. You matched.
Now, after that, may I request that my people fire off the ballista next?
Yep. Now I gotta freaking get a stat for that thing.
All right.
Fire up!
All right, hold on. It's 3rd level, so
Yep.
so it takes 66.
All right, roll that for me while I try and figure out how much a ballista.
66 and it lights up.
Yep.
And it's also weak to radiant, isn't it?
Oh, hold on a second.
Yeah, that is true.
Ooh, this will be fun.
All right.
All right, rolling.
Nice!
24. Perfectly balanced as all things should be.
No, that's not perfectly balanced. That's just a lot of force.
Yeah.
That would have been max if it were at 1st level.
Yeah. So, so it takes 24 and it's vulnerable, so that's okay.
Yeah, and the next attack has advantage. So
Okay,
you're welcome.
so
You're welcome, artillery crew.
yeah, artillery crew, roll 2 d20s. This is an advantage. All right. Oh, one of those was a 1. Oh dear. All right. So, that works. Okay, deleting that effect. So, hee. This is gonna be interesting. All right. So, where is? Alright, I'm gonna have to ask you to roll a 3d12 plus 9.
Oh, jeez.
Wow!
Okay. 3d12 plus...
9.
Jeez.
Fire!
27.
Ooh.
Lovely.
Wow, talk about balanced.
Yeah.
Alright, well, so yeah, that's a... Wow, yes, a 1, a 5, and a 12. That is, yeah, take a look at that, chat. Look at that. Well, 1, a 5, and a 12. Alright, so so yes, the crew has fired.
Arwen?
Arwen?
Alright, that's two. I got 2 attacks for the vicious longbow, right?
Alright. Alright, roll the attack.
Ooh! Nice. And that's an extra 7 damage.
Sorry, wrong button.
Yep, wrong button. Yep.
There we go.
Yeah, that was your second attack with the 9.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so,
that's
with your 2 attacks, okay, I need to take a look at what the... Okay, so, Vicious Longbow. When you roll a 20 on your attack roll, your critical hit deals an extra 2d6.
Oh, I thought it was an extra 7 damage.
I think that's average, but yes.
Now,
So-
is that
2d6.
Okay, so,
Yep.
so yeah, extra 2d6, and I'm gonna also have to ask you to roll another 1d8 for the crit.
All right.
So 2d8 plus
Okay, 2d6
3
plus-
plus 2d6.
Okay.
That's 1d6.
That's 1d6
Oh,
plus
nice.
2. That's 1d6 plus 2. Try it again. All
There
right.
we go. Here.
All right. So.
6.
Okay.
Then d8.
Yeah, and an extra d8 for me, please. Because you're doubling the dice. Oh, there we go.
Ooh.
So 14 plus 9. That's a 23. All right. Next.
About 20s today.
Sonata?
Well, he still gets his second attack, though.
I
Doesn't
already
he?
rolled my
okay.
second attack. It was a 4.
Oh.
All right.
Never mind. So Sonata?
Okay. Well. Ah, jeez.
All right.
Well, I'm going to cast the Scorching Ray on the thing.
All right. And roll that. That is a hit. All right.
That would have been one of the beams. Because it's free. Because it's you create 3 rays of fire.
All right. Just roll it. Roll your damage. 3. Yeah. Roll the damage again. Okay.
And
Okay. So that's a. That's 23. Okay. I need to. Okay. So it's a 15 plus 28 plus 27 plus 23 plus another 23. Alright, and since everyone else is... Now I need to add what everyone else is doing to this thing.
Yeah. Before the Jix, Gongoroth, and Sora go, Astra's gonna cast Bless on the 3 of them.
Alright.
Yep.
Okay,
And-
so let's see how this
Oh,
Alright.
because Cleric.
Yeah. Alright. Let's see how this goes. Okay, so this boy has to make a wisdom saving throw. Let's see how he does. Alright, he passes. Okay. Let's see how everyone else is gonna do. Or is it, what was his name? Alright. Spellbook, where is it? Ah. Okay, now this guy needs to make a, Constitution save.
Nope.
That is a failure, and let's see how this does. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Ooh.
Ooh, dear.
Dang,
Yeah.
that blight.
Yep. So yeah, this is kind of what happens. As soon as the skittering horror like sticks its really ugly head through, burn, burn, stab, and then Alexander is the one who deals the final blow.
Everything gets fired at once.
Everything gets fired at once, and this thing is now just a it's now just a writhing mess. Now just a rising, kind of twitching puddle of.
He has a burning, bleeding.
Not even a
face.
not even a corpse anymore.
Yep. You guys. This is why surprise rounds work really, really well.
We were prepared.
Gongoroth is just looking at him like, I didn't even get a shot.
Yeah.
Well,
He's a little upset. I'm the only one who freaking missed.
Yep, and you only missed because it recoiled in pain from someone else's attack.
Party wins.
Not
Fatality.
helping, Moreland.
So yeah, well, you just remember how hard that skittering horror was before? Now you melted it before it had a chance to do anything. How are you feeling right now, guys?
that happened.
Wow.
And I just wasted my last level 3 spell slot. Cool.
Gregor walks over to the smoldering corpse with Alexander. And to think I thought Lucas would have gotten a kick out of this.
Although, it's like, the last one of these we faced ended up splitting into more.
Yeah, and you kicked it to death.
Lucas just gave it a full body Hydra cauterization.
There is one thing about this that is bothering me.
Oh.
We did just make a lot of noise.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I recommend right now we make ourselves scarce.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Goodbye.
Already on it.
Curiosity, dude, none of us know that Jix has that crystal, do we?
None of you know
I
that
do.
Jix none of you know. Only Arwen's the only one who knows that he has that crystal. And so Jix, Arwen, are you going to tell them?
Arwen, are we going to tell him?
Are you going to allow me to?
Tell us what?
Nothing.
Yeah, we got nothing.
Oh my god.
Right.
I am calling on him. I'm
Yeah,
calling that bullshit.
yeah, I don't even need to roll insight to know that they are bullying.
All right.
I'm
Well,
calling it bullshit.
yeah. You know they're lying. Well, yes, you know they're lying about something, but you I mean, do you want to try and force them to tell you? I mean, tell you what they're hiding.
Oh,
Guys,
No, wait,
now it's not really the time to be keeping secrets.
that crystal that teleported Butch and Maverick away?
Yeah.
I have it in me pocket.
So you're saying you could have thrown that crystal at that skittering horror and we could have avoided this altogether?
And how it land on Butch? You crazy? And I'm the goblin!
You can rebuild them. You say that you can do it all the time.
Yes. But only within a certain amount of time. I still have to find him first. He could be out there all alone. With Maverick. Of all things.
Is this the time to be arguing? Because I'm pretty sure it's time to be running.
Gregor, mind. What does it have in its nasty little pockets?
Oh my god,
We are-
that was perfect. That was perfect.
No, we already did this.
Oh my god, and you're actually goleming.
You okay?
Yeah, that was a bad idea. Okay, I think I'm at my limit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we did say
This is a
half
good
hour,
place
and
to
it's been a
stop
half
anyway.
hour,
This is
so...
good. This is a good way
Yeah.
to stop anyway. Okay. Thank you all for joining me on this little adventure. Thank you to my patrons for doing this. Hopefully next month I will be better.
Yeah.
Thank you all.
Yeesh.
Have a lovely day. Take care.
Hey.